At this stage in the day, I thought I would get to relax. Nope, just kidding. Still have even more to do, and we still have 12 days of Christmas going up at 11 today. So let's dig on in to what appears to be 7 cards. Now, I haven't formally covered some of these, so this will be some of my first reactions, and then kind of filling in the gap for the rest of these. So, new Speedroid support and more Speedroid support. Speedy. So, Speedroid Marble Launcher. 200, 100, of course, Pendulum Scale 1. So, Pendulum effect here. Once per turn, when a defense position monster you control is targeted for an attack, you can change that monster to face-up attack position, and during this turn, that monster cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. So, relatively cool right off the bat. You get some sort of protection-esque effect for things, which, I mean, I guess is cool. And then, monster effect, you can only use the monster effect of this card's name once per turn. So if this card is normal summon, you add 1 Speedroid monster from your deck to your hand, but for the rest of this turn you cannot special summon except for win monsters. You mean to tell me that to drop a 200, 100 on the board to get a Stratos-esque effect, I have to sacrifice my normal summon? Why? Why do you have to put a restriction, or you have to take away, my normal summon, and then I'm locked into wins for the rest of the turn? It's cool support, don't get me wrong, but in general. Next up is Speedroid Hexa Saucer. Okay, so 100, 1600, Pendulum Scale 6. Okay, you can only use the Pendulum effect of this card's name once per turn. So you can target one of your Wind Synchro monsters that is banished in your graveyard, return that monster to the extra deck. So they gave us some sort of recursion effect, which, I mean, okay, I will accept this. I do like recursion clauses. Monster effect. Battle damage inflicted by a battle involving this card is inflicted to both players. Okay. The battle damage inflicted to both players involving this card is halved. Okay. If this card is destroyed while in a Pendulum Zone, you can special summon 1 face-up Speedroid Pendulum monster from your extra deck. Okay, so why is the both players will receive damage and then the half damage, 2 separate effects? I don't get that one, but okay. The fact that when this guy is destroyed in the Pendulum Zone, though, and he gets the ability to recur something back, that's actually pretty cool. And I do like effects like that. Don't get me wrong, like, in the past I've been a little bit edgy about things like this, but it's like, I do like self-replacement effects, and this is one of the better ones, I think. So, I'll give it up for the new Speedroid cards. Like, they got a Stratos, and they got the ability to bring out more stuff, which I can forgive. Now, we got Little Santa Claus Kuriboh. Okay. So, let's see here. 300, 200. When your opponent's monster declares a direct attack, you can special summon this card from your hand. And if you do, change the target of your opponent's monster to this card and proceed damage calculation. If you would take battle, or if you take damage from that battle, you gain life points instead. Okay, so first off, this is a Kuriboh with Performapal in its name. Essentially, at this point in time, don't all archetypes that a main hero uses, have we gotten to the point now that we've kind of adapted all of these? Like, everybody, you get a Kuriboh, I get a Kuriboh, everybody's got a Kuriboh. But for the most part, yes, standard, your opponent declares battle, you bring out our friend here, you proceed to damage calculation. Of course this guy is going to die. And then you get the ability to gain life points off of the transaction for his death. Outside of that, I mean, standard Dark Fiend, but one more card with Kuriboh in its name. For those of you that love the Kuriboh deck out there, like, one more feeble support card for you to kind of abuse in the Stall-esque engine. Like, I'm absolutely fine with giving this to Kuriboh fans everywhere. But outside of that, like, card kind of sucks. I'm gonna just say that. Now, Dark Anthelion Dragon. Okay. Pendulum Scale 10, and of course he is rank 7. Pendulum effect. You can target one face-up monster your opponent controls, have its original attack until the end of the turn. Okay. My summoning conditions are 2 level 7s. And I will say, like, I do like my level 7 support. Dark Magician, you can get it. If you can Pendulum Summon level 7, you can Pendulum Summon this face-up card from your extra deck. Once per turn quick effect, you can detach one Xyz material from this card, and then target one face-up monster your opponent controls. Its attack becomes half its current attack until the end of the turn, and if it does, this card gains the lost attack. So, honestly, kind of like Dark Rebellion, you get the ability to target something half its attack, and then you get the ability to just fully attack over. Okay. If this card in your monster zone is destroyed by battle or card effect, place this card in the pendulum scale. This is honestly just a more super-powered version of our boy Dark Rebellion. 3,000 Xyz level 7. I don't think there's anything too particular about this. Pendulum scale effect is alright, and I mean, it's a super high scale for the investment that you're kind of putting into it. So, I mean, I guess for the most part, this isn't trash, but like, still, I have committal issues with these types of monsters. Now, ooh, I see me a big old fusion here. Starving, Venomy, Lethal Dose Dragon. Pendulum scale 1, okay. Once per turn, you can place one Venomy counter on each face-up monster your opponent controls. Monsters on the field lose 300 attack for each Venomy counter on them, except for Dark Dragon monsters. Materials are 3 Dark Pendulum monsters. Oh boy, it's generic. It's actually not bad to have a generic fusion monster that we can just use 3 Dark Pendulums for and suck everything up for. So monster effect. Each time a card sent from the field to the graveyard, you can place one Venomy counter on this card for each. Okay. Monsters on the field lose 300 attack for each Venomy counter on the field, except for Dark Dragon monsters. Once per turn in your main phase, you can negate the effects of all face-up monsters your opponent controls till the end of this turn. If this card in your monster zone is destroyed by battle card effect, it goes to the Pendulum zone. Okay, so this card is pretty fucking interesting for what it's worth. I like 3 Dark Pendulum monsters to make it. I like how it has its own built-in mechanic for tokens. And I will say this, I'm not disappointed in this. There will be some way to use it. Somebody will come up with something with this. Maybe it should have been 2 Dark Pendulum monsters, and we might have had something a little bit more adorable, but okay, I'll see you. Like, interesting. Now, hello Fusion Guy. 3 level 10 monsters to make this, and it is 4,000. You mean to tell me we're going to start playing polymerization in trains? Like, I don't think that's going to be the case. So, 3 level 10s, 4,000, 4,000, Dark Fiend. You can only use this card's names... Oh, you'll use the effect of this card's name once per turn. Okay. This card is special summoned, or if this card is in a monster zone, and a monster special summoned from your graveyard, except this card, target one monster your opponent controls, inflict damage to your opponent equal to half that monster's original attack. Hold up here. You're telling me that for the commitment of 3 level 10 monsters and a polymerization, I can make a 4,000 that if a monster is special summoned, or if this isn't a monster zone and a monster special summoned from the graveyard, from your graveyard, except for this guy, you get to target one monster opponent controls and ping them for damage. I'm more concerned about the fact that this is a generic, like, fuse 3 level 10s to make it. I think that's kind of cute, but outside of that, like, I can't think of anything too extraordinarily good for the effect. Maybe it's just me, I'm looking a little bit too much into this. But, like, okay. It just kind of falls short. Oh, boy. Number XX, Dark Infinity. Okay. 2+ level 10. Hello, trains. I need you guys back on the phone here. I need you guys... When a monster is destroyed by battle instead of the graveyard, you detach one material from this card and then target one of those monsters. Special summon it to your field in defense mode. Okay? You can target one face-up special summoned monster you control, except this card. Gain life points equal to that monster's original attack. What is so special about this? Like, I'm able to make sure my monsters don't die, and then I also get life point gain. Hello, this guy's 4,000. He's not going anywhere. Like, this one kind of sucks. Overall, like, this card's kind of meh. I like this one. I like these two for the materials. Like, honestly. Kuriboh's cute for the Kuriboh deck. This card kind of sucks. And, like, these are good for Speedroids. Like, I can't really complain about these. Like, I have hope for these. So what do you guys think about the new cards coming out. Please leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think, and well guys, I'm out. The ride never, well, truly ends. Thank you, patrons. Without you guys, I don't know what I'd be wearing in these videos. I might be a truffle shuffle incident all over again. Guys, please also check out VanCole40 for some awesome Vanguard content. Some other interesting stuff you might find up here on the left or in the description as well. Thanks for watching.